What's going on, guys? Welcome back. You okay, Cap? All good then. All good this end, though, mate. I'm good. So, I wanted to make a video out of all the recent streams of the Metal Gear board game that I'd done. And a lot of the footage was unusable because it was really low quality, issues with the camera and stuff. And then I was in bed the other night, I was reading the rule book, and I realized, and also watching back the footage, I realized that I got a lot of the rules wrong. And I did a lot of things that broke the rules or made the game needlessly more difficult for myself, and just, yeah. So, after having played a few rounds of the game, played about halfway through the campaign, I feel like I've got a good grasp on it now, and I've swatted up on all the rules and stuff. So I figured today I would start again, but this time I would know the rules a lot better. So it should go a lot more smoothly, and I should be able to make it into a video. Hopefully, if people are getting the game for the first time, because that's the thing, right? I got the game really early. I think there were delays in having the game shipped out, right? So I was quite lucky to get it early, more than most people anyway. And what I like to do when I get a new board game is go on YouTube and watch some people play the game to get a feel for the rules and stuff. So if there's something I'm unsure of, just watch someone playing it on YouTube. But there wasn't a whole lot of content. So the idea here is I can film this, and hopefully it'll be instructive for people on YouTube and stuff. And we are back in the docks, but I know what I'm doing now, so should be plain sailing. Should be nice and smooth. Well, we'll see anyway, right? I've also got the camera. I'm stood up today, looking down at my desk instead of being sat in my chair, so you'll have to bear with me. So, Snake goes first. Right, let me just quickly go over the rules, right? Very brief overview of the structure. So, Snake gets 4 actions on his turn. You can see on his card up here all the different actions that he can do, and how much they cost. So most of them cost 1 action point, but a couple, such as combo attack and silent takedown, cost 2. So if he wants to do those during his turn, he needs to spend 2 of these action points. So what I'll do is I will I'll use all 4 of Snake's actions. You should put them down there, but for the sake of time, I'm not going to do it for everyone. Every time. So Snake moves 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now what happens? Oh, hang on, I'm missing a token off the board. That token up there dictates the order that the guards activate in, and which guard takes his turn first on the guard's go. So it's going to be this guy up here in the top right. And what we do is we draw from the guard order deck to tell us what the guards are going to actually do on their go. So the guards currently are in patrol mode. They're not alerted. They're not suspicious of a sound or suspicious of Snake in any way at all. So we're just going to follow the order that the card dictates here. So first of all, if there are any guards that are unconscious, well, there aren't. What they would do is they would start to regain consciousness until they wake back up. This second part here tells us that the direction that the cameras are facing switches. Again, there are no cameras on the board right now, so what we do is we go down to this third and final part down here, which tells us how many places the guards move. Now, they're not an alert, which is what the red number indicates, so we're just going to follow the blue number. So they're going to move 3 spaces, and if they finish their activation on one of the rotation icons that you can see on the board, then they will rotate in that direction. Otherwise, they will keep moving forward. Now, this is one thing that I got wrong when I was playing through last time, was every time a guard entered one of those rotation markers, I was having them rotate, but that only happens when they finish their entire move on one of those tokens. So let's take a look. So we got the first guy, nice and straightforward, he just moves around that corner. Then we're going to activate the second guy. Again, this guy didn't finish his go on one of those rotation icons, so he just keeps moving in the same direction he was moving in. And then finally, that same with that last guy. So we're done with this card now, and it's back over to Snake. The Snake's goal here is to get to the A marker, which will activate the elevator, which will bring the elevator down. So what we're going to do is we're going to use one of Snake's activations to sprint around that corner. So when he sprints, he takes 2 spaces. He's going to sprint there again for his second activation. Sprint there for his third. And then lastly, sprint again to that A token. Now that's the end of... Now what happens now is I need to resolve that A token immediately. As soon as Snake lands on it, it gets resolved immediately. And what that does is call the elevator down, which has a guard in it, just off screen there. Now, Snake sprinted 4 times in that go. Now that's considered a loud action. So for every loud action that Snake or the player does, I need to roll one of these white die. Now, so I'm going to roll 4 of them. If I roll a single alert token, that means that Snake was heard doing that action, doing those sprints. So luckily, Snake wasn't heard. Okay, so it's back over to the guards. So same again, we ignore the camera changes, any guards waking up from being unconscious and the alert because there isn't an alert. And what happens next is the guards will all move 3 spaces, and if they finish their activation on a rotation icon, they will turn left. That guard just leaves the elevator and keeps moving forward. He doesn't turn left. Now on this guy's first move, he's going to hit one of these rotation icons and there's a wall in front of him, so he is going to turn left. And then this guy down here is also going to move. Hey, Pequod. Alright, and we're back over to Snake. So what we're going to do is move into the elevator for 3 moves, and then with Snake's 4th move, he's going to activate the elevator, and that's going to send him up. Which means we're on to the next round, which means I got to set up the board again. Morning, Ben. So you will have to bear with me, guys. I did that much quicker than I thought I was going to. And with no alerts. So Ben, I've started again because I reread the rules basically, and I realized I was doing a bunch of stuff wrong. So I wanted to, and a lot of the video footage wasn't very good. It was like pixelated. So I've started again because I know the rules a lot better now, and I want to make sure the footage is good because I want to put it all on YouTube. So we're starting again, basically. Whoa. This map is so big. Put the camera on the floor, give myself more room. I still don't think I'm gonna have enough room. But we'll see. That's kind of as good as it gets, I'm afraid. Okay, so let's start placing the guards. One guy all the way up there, just out of frame. Okay. Snake starts all the way down here at the bottom, just off screen. Okay, so the A token, which is the SOCOM, goes there. There is a B as well. The B goes in this room here. We also have 3 cameras this time. So that token tells us which way the cameras are facing. You can see they've got green and orange on them. The guard order cards will actually dictate which direction the cameras are facing. And you use that token to keep track of them. Okay, so we got two possible exits here. One upstairs, one down. The exit is up there on my keyboard. Okay, so that's the board setup. I just now need to set up the cards for the guards. Okay. We are set. So it's over to Snake. So I'm not going to risk them hearing me for now. Also, something to consider is the last time I played this, I considered each tile. So I've used 4 different tiles to construct this one map. I, for some reason, assumed that guards could only hear you, or you only made noise if they were on the same tile as you, but that's not the case. This whole area is considered one area. So, something else to consider, this sick-ass beat. So, I'm not going to needlessly risk the guards hearing me straight off the bat. So I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we're over to the guards. So the camera directions switch, so that's important. And then each guard moves 4 spaces and turns right. So we start with the guy who's at the top there, just out of view. We move him. He moves his 4 spaces, and he turns right. Then we will do this guy up here by the A icon. So, he turns right because he landed here facing a wall. So he does what the card dictates, in which case he turns right. Ends his go on one of these turn icons, but he can't turn right because it's a wall. So he's just going to keep moving forward. Then it's over to the guy here. Nice and straightforward. And then finally we've got this guy here. There we go. So we're back to Snake. Thinking I'm going to make some noise here, or, I mean, try not to, but risk making noise. Yeah, so I'm going to try and as quickly as I can get to here. So for Snake's final 2 moves, I did a sneak and not a dash. So I did 2 dashes in total there. So I need to roll 2 dice to see if that made a sound. Which it did not. So it's back over to the guards. So you like risk? I can read you like an open book. Bet you weren't expecting me to pull that out, Cap. Hey, Mia. Okay, back to the gods. Let's see what they're going to get up to. So, first thing they're going to do is call in reinforcements. Now, where's the thing? 5. So, up in the top right there, they can. That number 5 means that they can have up to 5 guys on the board at any one time. And then if this icon appears, it means that they always reinforce back up to the number. And how many guys do we have on the board right now? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So that means they spawn a guard up in this top left corner. Yeah, that topmost exit is looking less and less appealing. Oh, sorry. That was the first thing they did. The other thing that happens is that the cameras switch direction. Which kind of screws me over for my next turn. And then lastly, the guards all move 2 spaces and turn left. So we start with the guy we just spawned in. We then move over to his buddy on the top right there. Nice and straightforward movement so far. We've then got this guy here. Then we've got this guy. He goes 1, and he turns left. 2. We then have, lastly, this guy down here. Cool. Yeah, so that camera changing direction kind of screws me over for this turn. Because what I wanted to do was get myself in here to grab this item here. So what is Snake gonna do? I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to move Snake with all 4 of his moves up to this corner here. Kind of burn this go and hope that next time the camera will actually switch directions again. If it doesn't, I might have to press on, go for the SOCOM, and then go for the exit. The problem is, this guard order deck also dictates your time limit. So every time the guards have a go, you use one of these cards. And they start off as blue, and eventually you get down to the red cards. Somewhere in that red deck is a game over card. So these cards dictate how long you can take on a round. That was such a chess horse piece move. It really was. Chess maxing right now. Okay. Alright, we're over to the guards. So, again, they wake up. The cameras switch, which is good for me, because it means I can go in and get this item here. So the cameras are now facing their orange direction. And the guards move 5 spaces this time. And they turn left when they do it. So. The guards can leapfrog other guards, and it only counts as 1 movement. So this guy's going to leapfrog his buddy. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then he's going to leapfrog his buddy again, and going to turn left when he does it. So those boys are heading up that way. This fella down here is just kind of trolling the southern part here, so 1, 2, 3, 4. He's out of view now, almost, but yeah, he's no threat down there. So we are back to Snake, and the camera is facing its orange direction, so we should be able to just dash into here and grab that item. Oh, I might not have enough moves to do that in 1 motion. Let's have a look. I'm going to dash here for 1. Dash into the room for 2. Dash next to the item for 3. Sorry, lost count there. And then I'm going to sneak onto the item for 4, which means we pick that up now. I think that's a stun grenade. Let me double check. doesn't matter right now anyway. I don't get it until the end of the round, so there we go. That's on, that item is on Snake's board, and we get to see what it is at the end, but I'm pretty sure it's a stun grenade. One thing, though, I do need to roll to see if those sprints, those dashes, made any sound. And they did. Sorry, I'm missing one of Snake's tokens. So, Snake made a sound when he did that. So the guards are now suspicious of him on this space, this particular space. What's going to happen now? One thing that I got wrong on my last playthrough was I thought all of the guards would make their way to this point. What actually happens is the closest guard to Snake, or the closest guard to this icon token, is the one who actually moves there, not all of the guards. So the rest of the guards are going to go about their business. But what's going to happen now is this guy here, who's the closest to Snake, is going to start making his way to Snake. So that's Snake's go over. Let's go over to the guards now. And camera's no change, thankfully. Which is good. Which will allow me to get... BRB. Sorry, the postman came. And Ned likes to Sid likes to run off with my post. I just managed to catch it on time before it was in the garden in a million pieces. The little bastard. Where were we? Okay. So, cameras don't change. The guard who's closest to Snake is going to move towards Snake to investigate the sound. All the others are just going to patrol as normal. And they're going to move 3 spaces and turn left. So let's do that now. Okay. So now we have a dilemma. I'm going to enter this guy's line of sight if I dash out of this room now on this go. So what I'm going to do... What am I going to do? I'm going to move to the door. With 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to burn Snake's last go. I'm not going to use it. I potentially have an opportunity to get out of this without going into an alert mode. But there's quite a few bits stacked against me. So I need to hope first of all, that the camera doesn't change on the next go. Because if it does, I immediately go into an alert. I need to hope that the guard... Ooh. No, I can't really get out of this without going into an alert mode. What am I going to do? Well, I've already made my play now, so I'm just going to play it as it lies, and we'll just see what happens. Camera changes. It's the first thing that happens. I immediately go into alert. And then in alert mode, the guards all move 5 spaces towards Snake. So, hang on. Let me do it in order, as it should be. Let's activate the guards in the order that they should. So, this guy up on the top first. I think that's right. I think that's 5 spaces for him. And it's him. Then it's this guy. Then it's this guy. And Snake needs to defend an attack from him. So the guards attack with 2 dice. Snake's card tells us that he has 3 defense, which means that any dice roll above a 3, equal to a 3 or above, means Snake takes 1 damage. So, at the moment, Snake takes 1 damage, but Snake also has abilities, these focus cards, focus tokens up here, that allow us to change the outcome of stuff sometimes. So, he has one here that allows you to -2 to any dice roll, so I'm going to do that. So this guard did no damage. We've also got this guy down here just off the camera's view, who at first we didn't need to worry about, but we're going to need to start worrying about him pretty soon. Right, that's all of the guard's activation. Kind of in trouble here. So we're back over to Snake. What are we going to do first? So I could attack this guy to knock him out, or I could jump over him and just head north. But if I do that, I need to resolve an attack from the guard. I think we're just going to fight him. The first thing I'm going to do is... First thing I'm going to do is a combo attack. And for the combo attack, it costs 2 activation points. But Snake gets to roll 3 dice, 2 white and a black. So this will just KO the guard. No killing, Pequod. No killing, I promise. Just going to put him to sleep. Hopefully. And it does. So again, like Snake, the guards have 3 defense, but they only have 2 HP. So this guy is KO'd. Let me get the KO token. So that was 2 of Snake's activations. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to dash there for 1, and I'm going to dash there for 2. Now I need to, much like, because that was a noisy action, I need to roll to see if this makes a sound. If it does, the alert follows me. Which it doesn't. So the alert stays where it is. So the guards are now still all trying to get to this token here. And we are back over to the guards now. So they call for reinforcements, which unfortunately happens because there are 1, 2, 3, 4 guards on the map right now, not including the one I've KO'd. Those tokens don't count towards the guard count. So we unfortunately have to spawn in another guard up there. The cameras switch position. And the guards are in alert, so they move 5 spaces. We'll start with this guy up here. I lost count of that guy's spaces. I'm hoping that's it. I guess I'll see when I look at the footage. Now, here's the thing. The rules in the booklet for line of sight, what constitutes line of sight, is shit. It's really badly described. It even has contradicting explanations. So going by the rulebook, it's unclear whether or not that guard sees Snake as he comes through the door. Because one of the things it tells you to do... Actually, no, sorry, this isn't contradicting. The first thing you need to do is see if the guard is facing a row or column with Snake in, which he isn't. That's fine. Maybe I'll get to the contradiction in the rulebook later, but for now, actually, this is pretty clear cut. He enters the room. When he's here, Snake is obscured by the wall. And when he's here, he's not actually facing Snake, so that's fine. Shit, where did he start? Was it there? Was it there? West of crates. Thanks, Pequod. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that guy finishes his turn facing the alert. He doesn't do anything with the unconscious guard yet because the alert takes priority. We then need to move this guy down here on the helipad. I can't even remember if I activated this guy or not. Pretty sure I did, right? Okay. So we're back over to Snake. We're in a pickle. We're in a big old pickle. So what I'm going to do is we're already in trouble here, right? So I'm going to have Snake dash there. Dash there. Now what happens is the alert token follows Snake to just there. So, oh no, yes it does. So I was in line of sight here on all of this row, and I left his line of sight and finished my move here. So the alert token follows me out of line of sight to wherever I finish that action. So that's there, just west of the crates. So that was 2 dashes. I'm now going to go 1, another dash, 2, for another dash again. So far the alert token has followed me to there because of this guy's line of sight. Now, I did 4 dashes total during that activation, during Snake's turn, but only 2 of them were out of line of sight. So I'm wondering, do I only roll 2 sprint dice? Or do I need to roll all 4? I think if I was going strictly by the rulebook, which just states you need to, at the end of your turn, roll a white dice for every noisy action you did in that turn. Something along those lines. I think we'll follow it by the letter, and I'm going to roll all 4 dice. So we got an alert. I made a sound. However, Snake has an ability that allows you to re-roll any dice roll. So I'm going to do that now. I'm going to use that now. And we're going to try and not get an alert on this dice. So the alert stays there. And we're back over to the guards. Again, they call for reinforcements, but I think there's already 5 on the board. Yep. Secondly, the cameras switch position, which is bad for me on my next turn. But there we are. And then the guards in alert mode move 5 spaces. Starting with this guy at the top. So this guy, on his activation, made his way to the alert token. So now we need to pull a guard reaction card, which is going to tell us what to do now that he's there. So they couldn't have gotten far. If the player is in the same zone, flip the alert token and place the question mark token under their figure. Otherwise, hang on. If the player is in the same zone, flip the exclamation mark to its question mark and place it under their figure. Right. Okay. So Snake is in caution mode now, and the nearest guard to him is going to come and investigate. We're going to go back into an alert mode in a minute anyway. I don't think there's any way around it. The rest of the guards will follow this. This guy's going to activate first. we need to draw another reaction card for him because he's on top of an unconscious guard. So what's he going to do? He's going to remove and just spawn a guard in its place. So we're now dealing with 6 guards. Lovely. That guy doesn't get an activation this turn because he's just woken up. Got a concussion, you know. And then lastly, this guy here is going to move 4 spaces and turn left. 1, 2. He's actually going to leapfrog all of these guys for his third go. 3. Then on his 4th, he's going to move there and he's going to turn 180 to face out of the room. Okay. So Snake's in a predicament here. Unfortunately, the camera is currently orange, so it's facing down here towards the heliport. And this guy is on his way north to investigate the sound of Snake. So, what are our options here, really? I think either way I'm going to get alerted. So instead of wasting a go and getting alerted by the guard, I'm just going to tank the alert and try and get in and grab the SOCOM. Eat a cyanide pill. Just give up. I really hope they make, much like the Resident Evil board games, I hope they get to make board games for the other games as well. 2 and 3. Just imagine Big Boss having access to a cyanide pill. Imagine right now if I had a cyanide pill item that I could use, fake death pill that I could use, and it would just clear the alert. Or something like that. MGS3 board game with jungle trees? Yeah, that'd be rad, right? Metal Gear Acid board game? I mean, it's kind of like Metal Gear Acid. Been a long time since I played Acid. Maybe we should play it soon, but I'm not sure how much of this is translatable to Acid, to be honest. MGS2 has hex game board tiles and every playthrough is different. Okay, what are we going to do with Snake? I think we're just going to dash for the SOCOM. 1, 2, 3. The alert follows Snake around this corner because of the camera. And for his 4th and final move, he's going to dash into the truck and he's going to face outwards. Alright, back over to the guards. We're in alert mode this time. I say this time, we're in alert mode again. Oh, I dashed. Hang on. Before we do that, I need to see if that dash follows him into the truck. And again, I did 4 dashes, so I'm going to need to roll all 4 dice. We're good. The alert stays there. So what are the guards up to? I do not remember what that means. Let me just check the rulebook real quick. That means stay alert. All players within 2 spaces of a guard must place or move their suspicion token under the figure. If their alert is already on the map, nothing happens. So nothing happens. Cameras switch position. Oh, no, sorry, no they don't. No change to the cameras. And then we're in alert mode, so the guards move 4 spaces. Let's draw a reaction for this guard. Because he's on the alert token now. He doesn't see Snake. If the player is in the same zone, flip the alert to its question mark and place it under the character figure. Otherwise, remove it. Oh, we're not going to remove it. We're going to... So, Snake's not in alert mode anymore, but someone is going to come and investigate into the back of that truck. So, the guard that's closest to Snake now is the guy who just cleared the alert, who just called the clear. Only the guards that are closest to Snake will investigate cautions. So all the other guards that are left to activate will just activate normally. This guy isn't going to investigate inside the truck until his next activation. So this guy will move 3 spaces and turn left when and if he can, which he can't. So he's up there and around that corner. We're definitely getting another alert before this round is out. I do plan to just dash to the exit. Okay, so this guy next. 1, 2, 3. And on his final move there, he landed on a rotation icon, so he turns left. Then it's this guy. 1, 2, he does a 180 at the wall. Starts moving backwards for 3. This guy comes into the room for 1. Against the wall for 2. 180. And leapfrogs his body again for his 3rd and final move. And we're back to Snake. Maybe you could roll 4 separately, so you can assign each roll to each dash in order. Nah, the rulebook states that you roll at the end of Snake's go to see if the alert follows him or the caution follows him to his final position. So I could do 1 dash and then 3 sneaks, and that would be all of Snake's 4 goes. But I would have to roll 3 dice at the end. No, sorry. I would have to roll 1 dice at the end. See if the noise that he made on his first dash follows him to his end position. It's a bit strange, but that's just how the rulebook wants you to do it. Okay, so yeah, we're back to Snake. So, Snake's going to dash to the corner of the truck for 1. He's going to move there for 2. And pick up the item. He's going to dash for his 3rd go. And move back to his starting position in the truck for his 4th go. So I did 2 dashes during that whole thing. It's kind of redundant. I don't need to roll for it. My caution token's already in that position anyway. I'm not even going to roll for it. Nothing's going to happen. It's already on the board. It's not going to move, so... And we're back to the guards. They call for reinforcements. There are already 5 on the board, so... And that number up the top there dictates how many guards they can have on the board at any one time. There are already 5. We don't need to reinforce. The cameras don't change, so they're currently in their orange position. They're facing orange. And then finally, most of the guards are going to move 5 and turn right if and when they can. This guard here, though, is closest to Snake. Snake's about to get an alert. Could have moved him around the corner, but gotta live with that mistake now, haven't I? So this guy spots Snake. Snake goes into alert. And he's going to attack Snake. Yeah, I could have hidden. Definitely could have hidden. This comes off. I don't know why I didn't, actually. I don't know why I didn't just hide. It was a stupid mistake, but whatever. Gotta live with it now. Snake takes 1 damage. Unless I can mitigate it in some way. Which I can't. The Snake takes 1 damage. Snake gets 1 damage counter on his dashboard. And then these guys down here, now that they activate in alert mode. They get to move 6 spaces. Fuck. This guy first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He leapfrogs his guy there for 6. And this guy, I don't know which is the shortest route. I'm going to have to count it. Equidistant, so I'm just going to send him this way. I get to pick because it's equal distance. And I kind of want him to go that way, so I don't have to deal with him in this area when I run for the exit. Okay, that's everyone. We're back to Snake. What's Snake gonna do? Right, he's gonna have to deal with some... Oh, this is bad. Potentially very bad. Right, first thing Snake's gonna do... He's gonna... One of his actions is gonna be to focus. Now, when I focus, I can buy this back for 1 focus point. So if I need to, I get this ability back and I can -2 off a dice roll at any point if I want. For Snake's second go, he's gonna dash. For his third, he's going to dash again. And for his fourth, he's going to dash around this corner. And the alert token follows him up there. Next time I play, I should use the life-size bust of Snake as a figurine. Nah, man, I don't have like $1,000 to drop on that thing. It's like $900 or something, right? Maybe I'll just make one out of paper mache and stuff. I do need to get a little Rex figure. So there was a collector's edition of this, like a pre-order bonus. Which I didn't get. I didn't pre-order it. And that comes with a little Rex figurine. So I need to get a 3D printed one or something. Naked sculpting stream when? It's art. It'll be art. It's fine. Alright, we're over to the guards, and I'm not sure Snake's going to survive this, but we'll see. So this icon means that for every 3 dead guards on the board, you lose one of these guard order cards. You discard it. There are no dead guards, and that's actually kind of a cool, almost punishment for killing too many guards. It's a stealth game after all, you know? So the camera switch position, which doesn't really matter right now, but do it anyway. And lastly, the guards move 4 spaces in alert mode. So the first one to activate is going to be this guy up here. And I just didn't even realize, but Snake... Oh, I thought Snake was in his line of sight, but he's not. This guy's going to move 4 spaces. Second to activate is going to be the guy who's closest to Snake. He's going to move there and he's going to immediately attack Snake. Oh, this is actually good for me. This is good. Not the attacking bit. I'll tell you what's good in a moment. One sec. So he does 2 damage to Snake. But using that ability that we bought back, we're going to remove... We're going to reduce that 3 roll to a 2. Sorry, to a 1. Quick maths. So Snake's got 2 damage. He has 4 HP total. If he takes 4 damage, he dies, I lose. Now, something I was reading in the rulebook the other day is... I don't think any of these guards are going to make it up to that area on this turn anyway, but if they did, they wouldn't be able to attack Snake because this guard is in the way. So the guards, they can leapfrog each other, but they can't leapfrog Snake. So for example... Let's move all the guards a second. So they're all stacked up now on that corner. Now, unfortunately, they can't move around that corner. The rule that I was playing before, if I found myself in a situation like this, what I was doing was, let's say this guard in the front, I would have him leapfrog over his guard buddy and Snake and come up behind Snake. They can't do that because they can't leapfrog Snake. There is nowhere that guard... Oh, yeah, there is nowhere that guard can move right now towards Snake without leapfrogging Snake. If he could access this area behind his buddy, he would go there. And he'd attack Snake from there. This guy would do the same, and they would essentially just swap their stack from north to south to west to east. And that's kind of how I was playing before. And I think that's what was making the cell escape with Merrill so difficult, was I was kind of giving the guards a bit too much power in their movements. So right now, they actually can't do anything else. Only this guy in the front can attack me. But it's the guard's turn. The guard's turn is over anyway, and it's back to Snake. So all Snake has to do is just dash for the exit. So we're out. Snake's in the vent. They're like throwing grenades into the vent and shit. Master Miller's calling him on the codec, you know. He's looking for the Alaskan field mice, just following them through the vents. You know the drill. You know the score. You're off to America, Ben? you think they'll let you in? Do you think you'll land? Did you worry like that you'll land and the TSA will be like, "Get fucked, mate. Back on the flight. Don't want your sort around here." You need to do your check. Ah, you'd be fine, mate. That sounds lush, though. Nashville, Memphis. Sounds awesome. Alright, that's the heliport done. And dusted. Dusted and done. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to set up the board. I'm going to go check on the puppy. Have a pee. Wash my hands. And then we will crack on with the Sal escape. Let's see if I can do it better this time. Now that I know the rules a bit better. Also, I'm doing this all stood up, looking down at my desk. Oh, my back is thanking me for it. A break? What are you waiting for? Don't think. Shoot! Good on, Kiggles. Right, let's clear the deck. Let's get the next part set up and ready to go. Thankfully, this next bit is much smaller. Okay, we're nearly ready, guys. Sorry. Bear with me. I think we're ready. Character items. So, Meryl's starting items are... He starts with the FAMAS and the Deagle. Snake has the SOCOM, a ration, the chaff grenade. Wait a goddamn minute. Objective: defeat 12 guards in the holding cells, or reach C, then reach the exit. Holy shit, guys. The last time we did this, I defeated the 12 guards and got to C and the exit. That's why it was taking me so long. That's why I found it so hard. The objective is to do one or the other, not both. What the fuck? That's why you should read the rule books. Stage cleared. Ah, right, okay. If 12 cards... sorry, one sec. 12 guards were defeated, you unlock item number 4. And if event C was reached, unlock 5. So you get either 4 or 5. So which I think is like either a stun grenade or the C4. As long as the holding... Right, so special rules. Let's read this together, shall we? As long as the holding cell zone is active, resolve an additional reinforcements icon in that zone before resolving the guard order card. So no matter what, essentially, they always reinforce, no matter what the guard order card says. When you would place a unconscious or dead token in the holding cells, place one objective token on the guard dashboard instead. Those count towards the player's objective. If working alone, all guards in the holding cells have 1 health. If working alone. I'm not. I have Snake and I have Meryl here. Technically 2 players, right? Even though it's just me controlling both. But the guards have 2 HP. They don't have 1. So I was playing this scenario completely wrong last time. So I was playing this shit wrong. Hence me starting again. Yo, that looks terrible. Hang on. There we go. Hey, easy. This game looks huge. Probably the best board game ever made. Some say that. I won't necessarily say that. Believe you. You know that. You know people that know board games? Okay. I think we're ready to go. Sorry for the delay there, guys. But at least we know the rules now. How's it going, Easy? You okay? I'm gonna go check on the pooch. Make sure he's okay and not destroying the house. I'll be a couple of minutes, then we will get back and carry on with the cells. Which should be quicker this time. Because I ain't going the fuck over here. That's not happening. We're just gonna fight these boys in here. We're just gonna kill 12 of these assholes. See how that goes. Yeah, I realized it was Trump as I got to the end of the quote there. I was like, what's he doing here? What is this? Ah, it's Trump. I need to work on my Trump impression. Easy, I'll work on it, mate. Get back to you. It's in the mannerisms as well, and I don't have a face cam on today, so next time. Oh, it's gone pixely again, you motherfucker. Just checking the quality. We're good. Right. I'll be right back, dudes. Bear with me. I'm gonna roll some clips. Enjoy the clips, BRB. Uh-oh. What are the... What? What were those missiles doing? Did you see?
I guess not, no. So, about your medic drone.
Oh, I have the parachute. Oh, it just makes you... Maybe you've got sprint at it to actually jump off of it.
Fuck knows,
How do
man.
I get down there without killing myself?
Just wouldn't bother. We'll just res on you.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, that was fun anyway. We went out fighting. Remember the Alamo. Remember the alimony. What you reckon? Don't make me stab you. He bit my bum and I died.
Request denied.
Denied.
All available birds are in flight.
Nice Alcam, bro. Nice cock, bro. Damn, bro. What is this bug? Am I firing blanks? What in the fuck is going on? I've never encountered that before.
I'll watch him. I can promise you I won't kill you. You can get him. It's cool, man.
Do you want to squad up?
Alright, we have the other guy on the roof to get up. What the fuck?
Oh, Ben.
Sniper's down!
It's my favorite thing to do. Ever. Why would you trust me in a game of where everything is needed?
Do you know what? I've had my fair share of being fucked over by being friendly in DayZ, so...
Okay, hey, fill your boots, mate. There's fucking loads here.
Go, 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 go! Absolute class.
Speedrunner like. We clip out all the fails and then just put it online. They're really terribly cut. Should have.
That's what it feels. The haptic feedback's realistic. It's actually like holding a penis and taking a piss. I'm so immersed right now. Oh, Jesus Christ, just like caught me. I double tuck on that then. Did you see that? I was like, what? What the shit is that? Dude's like a lust machine. Oh, Jesus Christ. Dude's wearing a nappy, man. Fuck.
Well, a trap opportunity.
What the hell happened there?
I didn't realize a grunt, and it walked towards me. Here comes another one. And it walked right in my face and blew it up.
That chocobo emo is sick, Uvi.
Not a chocobo emo, but I'll take it.
What is it? Oh, it's just a fat duck.
It is just a fat duck, yeah.
I mean, isn't that all a chocobo is? Just a fat duck?
Excuse me. You know, I take offense to that.
16.
Nice. Are they in? Oh fuck, they're in.
Oh. Hey,
Fuck. Flashed myself.
I didn't even realise you can get in this way. I thought.
It'd still be locked.
They were
yeah.
always here. They were always here.
Oh shit.
We just didn't clear it.
I was like crouching down and he was like, yoink.
How am I still alive?
You kill him.
No. No, I did not.
Alright.
How is that guy not dead from all those grenades I threw up there? You're my boy, you. You're my boy.
I've been going ham!
You're my boy, Blue.
You are more Russian!
You're my boy. Bits ready to extract.
And I got my wine bottle.
Have you still got to kill scavs on this map, Prof?
Not on this map, just in general.
Okay.
Bears! Give up! Son of a bitch!
Nice.
Oh no. So the phone the phone that I use to that's fucking annoying. One sec. The phone that I use to fucking film this shit has run out of battery. It's plugged in, but it's using more battery than it's charging. So I don't know what to do. I'm kind of stuck here. Hey, Ryu. Yeah, one sec, one sec. Okay, I've plugged in a switch charger now. Plug it into like a switch one, so that should be powerful enough to keep it going. Okay. Hang on. Ned's about to destroy the fucking game board. Be right back. Silly little creature. Okay, we're back, and we're actually going to start now. Sorry about that, dudes. There was a bit of drama downstairs. Oh, Ned, man. Oh, bastard. These animals, man, they're doing my head in today. So I went downstairs, and Sid had eaten a brand new, fancy USB-C cable that I bought. Brand new, mind you. Little fucker. Ned's about to destroy my game board is code for Adam's about to honk out a dirt snake. Honk out a dirt snake. You have such a way with words, easy. Okay, we are back. The board is set up. We now know the rules properly. We need to kill 12 of these boys, or get the C4, blow a wall down in this, blow the wall up in this corner. Last time we did both. We killed 12 guards and we got to the C objective and escaped to the exit. You don't need to do both. It explicitly says in the rules one or the other. So, we're going to kill these guards. We're going to shoot some boys. So first things first. Snake's going to go first. He's going to use a SOCOM with his first activation to shoot this first guy. Snake does 1 damage to him. Snake is going to use an ability to re-roll that bad dice. Fails. Shit. So that guy has 1 damage. Snake's second go. He's going to fire at the same guy again. He's dead. That's 1 dead guard towards Snake and Meryl's objective. For Snake's third go, again, he's going to attack with the SOCOM. He does 2 damage. God is dead. For Snake's fourth and final go, he's going to focus. Oh, no, he can't. What I was going to say was for his final go, he focuses to get this ability back, but it costs 2. Snake only has 1 ability. 1 action left. So for his last move, I guess what he's going to do, he's going to take a shot at this last guy. No, he's not. He is going to dash forward. He's in line of sight of this guard. The alert follows him to that position. Hey, Zar, what's going on, dude? Is the board based off Acid? I was saying this earlier, I haven't played Acid for a while, and I haven't played it a whole lot in total. It's reminiscent of Acid. I'm not sure if it's based on it. Okay, so we're over to Meryl. Meryl's going to use her Deagle. That's 2 dead guards. That's 2 guards dead towards the objective. Let's put them here. We're not going to be using this board anyway. Put them there. So Meryl is going to fire on this guy. She's going to do 2 damage. That's going to kill him. It's a 3rd dead guard towards their objective. And with Meryl's final moves, going to sprint for 1. She's going to move there and face the inside of the door for her last move. Now the book. If we're going strictly by the book, I should roll to see whether or not that dash, that sprint that she did, makes a sound. And if she does make a sound, the alert follows her to her final position. Now, on the helipad, I went by that rule to the absolute letter and rolled 4 dice, when an argument could be made that I only did need to roll 2. But I went by the rules of the book to the absolute letter, and I rolled 4. This time, fuck the book, because there are no guards in here. Who's going to hear her dash? So there are no guards in the area. I'm not rolling for that. That alert stays there, as far as I'm concerned. House rules. Okay. Next step is the guards. We draw a guard order card. But before we do that, a special rule of this particular area, this zone, means that before we even draw an order card, we call in reinforcements for the guards into this square. It's just a special rule for this area. So essentially the guards replenish. This is before they even move. JJMGS1! Thank you for the follow, mate. Okay. Now we draw the guard order card. First thing that happens is unconscious guards wake up. That doesn't happen because there are no unconscious guards. Second rule is the cameras change position. There are no cameras. Third rule is the guards move 5 spaces when you're in alert mode. So, let's move the guards 5 spaces. We determine who's first to activate by this up here. Let me just double check that's in the right position. It is in the right position. So the first guard to activate is this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. He moves into the room for 5. First person he sees in line of sight is Snake. The Snake's going to take a shot here. Snake takes 2 hits, unless there's something I can do about it, which I can. I'm gonna flip this one. The -2 off any roll. We're gonna turn this 4 into a 2. Snake takes 1 damage. We put that on his dashboard. That's the end of that guard's go. Next guard to activate is this one. He finishes his go without line of sight on Snake or Meryl. That's the end of his go. Okay. It's now over to Snake and Meryl. Earl. Health replenishes every level, yeah. Every new level. It's a pleasure having you, JJ. The game is really good, mate. It came out recently. The board game is really fun. You can play it solo, like I am now, or you can play it with friends. It's really good. I'm really enjoying it. I've been itching to play it again. I've played it a few times since I picked it up a couple of weeks ago, and yeah, I've been itching to replay it. So yeah, here we are today. Welcome to the channel, mate. Welcome from Wales in the UK. Okay. So we're back over to Snake and Meryl. I think what's going to happen here is the first guy, we're going to use Meryl to twat him. Meryl is going to use 2 activation points to do a combo attack. She's been practicing her CQC. Honestly, JJ, I picked it up from a local like board game store, like a physical store. Or rather, my friend picked it up for me. Best bet is probably online somewhere, mate. I'm not too sure though, and it's about $100. So Meryl's going in with a CQC combo attack. That bitch is KO'd. Comes off the board. Snake and Meryl get another dead guard towards their objectives. Those are crosses and ticks, but they all count. They're just objective markers. Doesn't matter if it's a tick or a cross. Okay, so that is Meryl's first go. Sorry, that's her first and second, because that combo attack costs 2 points. 2 activation points to use. I'm trying to decide what to do with Meryl next. Meryl, for a second move, for a third move, is gonna do nothing. She's gonna burn the rest of her go. She's gonna stay in this corner. Snake. For his first go, he's going to move into line of sight of the guard up the door. He's then going to attack with his SOCOM for his second go. Snake does 1 damage. We're going to use his ability here to add 2 to this roll. So he does 2 damage. This guy comes off the board. Another objective token for the guys. They need to get 12 total. Yeah, 5. That makes sense. Okay. Okay, so the rest of Snake's go. So that was 1. His attack was 2. He's going to move there for 3. And he's going to move there for 4. MGS board game redeems? I'll have to have a think for next time. I was thinking like some negative ones, like -2 to a dice roll or something. Or -1 to a dice roll that I make. Or any dice roll. Maybe you guys want to help me out or something. I don't know. Maybe it can only be used once per session or has a really high cooldown or... I don't know, spawn a guard redeem. Yeah, we could definitely do it. Turn the cameras. Yeah, there's definitely a way to make it interactive. I was trying to think of ways that maybe chat could play as Meryl, decide what to do, but I'm not sure how best to implement that. But maybe I'll look into it for next time. Okay, so it's over to the guards. They spawn their boys in. Two guys this time. I mean, you could have Meryl shoot Snake. Maybe. There are no rules in the book that say that you can't shoot your own teammates, so... fuck it. Okay, so it's over to the guards. They get to move 4 spaces because they're in alert. So, this first guy. He's going to come here. He's going to move into the room. He can't see Snake and Meryl. He doesn't have line of sight on them. But the next thing he's going to do is move to Snake's alert and he's going to react. What he's going to do is he's going to put a question mark underneath Snake. So instead of Snake being in alert mode, he's now in caution mode. And that caution token follows Snake. It goes to where he is. That's the end of this guy's go. Now, these guys up here, because Meryl still has an alert token on the board, they're going to start moving towards that. They're going to completely ignore Snake's token for now until the alert comes off the board that Meryl's got, basically. So, just putting him back 1 because I thought they moved 5, but they actually move 4. That's the end of their go. Can you attack without a firearm? You can. <clears throat> 'Cause 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 'c The left jab and the right hook, couple of old war buddies of Snake's. Snake actually has an ability, which I'm going to show you now. Sorry, hang on. Fucking zoom height, boys. Snake has an ability called Sneak Attack. Once per round, after you deal damage to a target you are behind, in the same row or column you may deal +1 damage of the same type to them. So this means that I'm gonna do a hand-to-hand attack against this guy. No, wait, hold on. Yeah, so I'm going to use the hand-to-hand attack, which means I get to use 1 dice. And if I'm directly behind him, which I am, I get to do an additional +1 damage if I need to. If I do damage to him anyway. So I do damage to him. I do one non-lethal damage. But because of Snake's sneak attack ability, I get to +1 to that damage. So it does 2 damage total. This guy's KO'd. And that was Snake's second move. Now what we're going to do, for Snake's third move, we're going to move him out into the corridor. And immediately puts him in line of sight of the guard, so his alert token follows him to there. For Snake's fourth move, oh, I've been cheating. That's not good, boys. I've been cheating so far. Fuck's sake. You only use 1 dice. You only use 1 dice when firing the SOCOM. I've been using 2. I have no idea how many guards I killed by cheating. But let this be a warning to you. You get to only use 1 dice with the SOCOM. Whatever. Okay. Meryl's ability, which is called I'm No Rookie. No, sorry, this one's called I Can Still Help. Players within 2 spaces may use your focus tokens regardless of line of sight. The Meryl is within 2 spaces of Snake. So, I'm going to use this focus token to add 1 white dice to my roll. So I'm not cheating this time. And I'm going to attack this first guard with the SOCOM. That does 2 damage. He's dead. As punishment, I'm thinking maybe I should kill 2 more guards. So 14 total instead of the usual 12. That's what we'll do. Gotta kill 2 more guards. Meryl has another ability that I can borrow, which allows you to take an extra activation on your turn. So we're going to spend that. And Snake's going to dash back into the room. He's going to go there. Now, the alert token follows him because he was in line of sight when he started his activation, and as a result of that, the alert token follows him to where he finishes that activation. So I don't even need to roll for that dash. That alert token just follows him. Okay. I actually can't remember if Meryl's been or not. Has she been? Also, I did the same thing with Meryl. You only use 1 dice when rolling for attacks with the Desert Eagle. But I was using 2 dice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 2 bullets off the FAMAS, and I only have 1 bullet left. And we will just sort of retcon the rolls that Meryl did with the Deagle as FAMAS rolls. So I've used 2 bullets, I'm just going to take them off the FAMAS. Again, to sort of counteract my cheating from earlier. So, to reiterate, I was rolling 2 dice when I should have been rolling 1 for a lot of the attacks up to this point. So to counteract that, I've removed ammunition from Meryl's FAMAS, and I'm going to need to kill 2 extra guards to meet the objective. Sound fair? Cool. Okay, it's back over to the guards. First of all, they replenish. And then we do nothing about unconscious guards because there aren't any, nothing about the cameras, and then the guards get to move 6 spaces. Snake's under attack. Snake takes 1 damage, and I don't think there's anything I can do about it. Nope. Snake takes 1 damage. What does this guard do? Don't think the guard moves into the room. I think he stays where he is. The reason for that is that his target square that he's moving towards is the one that Snake is in. And to get to it, he would have to leapfrog his buddy and move into the square that Snake's in. But Snake's in that square, and he can't leapfrog Snake. So, I think his move ends where he is. And it's also the same for that guy as well. He can't leapfrog both of his buddies and land on the alert square because Snake's in the alert square. That's the end of their go. I just need to double check. I do have a ration. So, it's back over to Snake and Meryl. I'm going to have Snake eat a ration, which costs 1 point, 1 activation point. That removes the 2 damage he's taken so far. A card gets discarded. He has got 3 more moves left. What is he going to do? He's going to use 2 of those moves to do a takedown. Combo attack. We get to use 3 dice for this, and I'm not cheating this time. Promise. Fuck. That does 1 damage to him. There's nothing else I can do to correct this? No. That does 1 damage. So for Snake's final move, with Snake's final move, he is going to do a hand-to-hand attack. Which works. That guard's taken 2 damage total. He's out of here. Eight guards so far. Okay, we're over to Meryl. Meryl is going to Snake kicked him from the back like an horse. Did. Alright. Meryl. Gonna move there for 1. That's gonna put her in line of sight. That's her first move. For her second move, she is going to shoot the final bullet in her FAMAS. She does 1 damage. she's going to use her ability to +2 to that 2 roll to make it 4. Guy's dead. So that was move for 1, shoot for 2. She is going to... Oh, hold on. That guy's dead. Shoot for 2. She's going to spend her last 2 action points buying this ability back. So it costs 2 to rebuy. Buy back. That's what we're going to do for our final 2 moves. So now we're over to the gods. So they replenish back up to 3. And then they get to move 5 spaces. So this guy is going to move 1 space and immediately attack. And he does no damage. That's the end of his go. 5 spaces. So again, they're stacked up. He can't leapfrog Meryl, so he stays where he is. He ends his activation in that square stacked up against the door. Same with that guy. And we're back to Snake and Meryl. Snake is going to dash to behind Meryl. No, he's not. He's going to move 1 space, not dash. It doesn't matter anyway. It puts him in line of sight of the guy who stood in the doorway, so his alert token moves. And he is going to attack the guard with 1 dice. Doesn't work. Snake's third go, he's going to attack again. It does 1 damage, and for his final go, he does another lot of damage, which kills the guard. That's the end of Snake's go. You can play as the ninja, yeah. You can. I haven't got to the point where you get to play as him yet. I'm not sure what the mechanics of using him are, like what weapons and stuff he has, but I know you can. Okay, so we're over to Meryl. Meryl's gonna move. Puts her in line of sight. You're in line of sight there. So that was move 1. For move 2, he's going to attack with the Desert Eagle. Does 1 damage. For a third go, she's going to attack again with the Deagle. Does no damage. But we can add to a roll. No, I shouldn't do that. I only used 1 dice, right? I should have used this before I made my roll to make it 2 dice. I only used the 1. I can't now decide to use this after the fact, so I'm going to leave that there. I'm just going to roll with that. Meryl missed. Doesn't do any damage. Doesn't do enough damage. So this guy is on 1. How many moves did I make? Fuck. Move there for 1. Wait. Right. She moved there for 1. Sprinted there for 1. No, moved. Fuck, sorry guys. She moved there for 1. She attacked for 2. Did 1 damage. She attacked for 3 and missed. She has 1 move left. I'm going to move her back inside. I'm going to have her sprint back inside. That's the end of their go. So it's back over to the guards. First thing they do is replenish. And the second thing they do is move 5 spaces. That guy is going to move to the doorway, and as soon as he sees Snake, he's going to attack. He's going to do 2 damage to Snake. There is nothing Snake can do to negate that. No, there is. So Snake is within 2 spaces of Meryl. That means Snake can use Meryl's abilities. Focus tokens. So we're going to use this to -1 off of that 3 roll. Takes it down to 2, which means the guard only does 1 damage to Snake. That's the end of his go. This guy moves 1. He leapfrogs over his buddy 2. He can do that this time. And then for his third move, he's going to attack Snake. Doing 2 damage. Fuck. Snake has 1 HP left. And then finally, this last guard is going to move 5 spaces. He can't move any further, so he stays there. And we're back over to Snake and Meryl. So for Snake's first move, he's going to do a combo punch on this guy in the front. Combo attack. It costs 2. But he gets to use 3 dice. Snake does 2 damage. Black guy's dead. That's 11 guards total. The next thing they're going to do, next thing Snake's going to do, is attack this guard who has 1 HP left with his 3rd activation. Which doesn't work. For his 4th go, he does that last bit of damage that Meryl did to that he needed. Meryl did 1 to him on her last activation. Snake's just finished the job. Excuse this token. The other one of these is buried somewhere in the box. I can't find it right now. So we'll just use that for now, just to mark that that's 12 guards killed. Now, because I was cheating at the start of the game, and I was using 2 dice when I should have been using 1, I still have 2 more to kill. So, it's over to Meryl. Meryl's going to dash for her first go into the hallway. And she's going to attack this guard with her second go with her Desert Eagle. It fails. She's going to attack this guard for a second go. No, sorry, for a third go with the Desert Eagle. And it fails. So what happens next is for Meryl's last go, she's going to move back into the doorway. She's pretty much protecting Snake here. Snake's only got 1 HP left. And we're back over to the guards. First of all, they replenish. And then they move 5 spaces. This guy goes first. He's going to attack Meryl. He does 2 damage to Meryl. Sorry. Sorry, by the way, JJ. Here's the ninja figure, which is very cool. Okay. So this is our 12. Remember I need to kill 2 more guards because of my cheating. I punish myself. That's the end of the guard's activation. Next up is back to the characters, and we're gonna go with Meryl here. Meryl is going to, again, she is going to use her Deagle. But this time, I'm going to use the ability to add a second dice to the roll. Which works. This guy's dead. That's our 13th kill. We need to get one more. That was Meryl's first go. For her second, she's going to move out into the corridor. And she is going to attack. She does 1 damage to that first guy. She is then going to do a second attack for her 4th and final move. Which does enough damage and kills him. He's dead. And that's 14 total dead guards. Now, there is one left on the board, but I'm going to go back to the rulebook. Objective. Defeat 12 guards in the holding cells, or reach C and then reach the exit. So we've beaten our 12 plus 2. I think that means that we just win this scenario now. I think that's this scenario 1. So this guy's all like, fuck this shit, they don't pay me enough. They're really fucking weird anyway. He runs away. Meryl runs to the elevator. Snake's like, wait! She's all like shaking her booty, you know. And then Mantis appears from the ceiling. He's all like, good girl, just like that. And that's Happy Day's job done. No wonder I struggled so much with this one last time. Because I thought you had to do it all. Chicken dinner, die. Chicken dinner. How you doing, Die? Right. Let's very quickly set the board up to fight Ocelot. Oh, Die. I need your opinion. I need your expert opinion. This, right? This is the basic concepts of the game, blah, 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 right? This is how you determine line of sight. First things first. If the figure token has a facing, check if it's facing towards the row or column the target is in. Components that don't have a facing are just considered facing all directions. This picture here in the middle, right? Look at that, study that. It has a tick next to it. Apparently, the guard circled in blue has line of sight to Snake, circled in red. Now, in the other example that it gives, which is here, the one with the red lines, it's set up exactly the same, but that's given as an example where the guard doesn't have line of sight. Let me see if I can fit them both into the picture at the same time. So it's the middle one here, and the bottom one with the yellow square around it. They are set up exactly the same. Yet one is given as an example of the guard having line of sight, and the other is an example of the guard not having line of sight. What do you make of that, Die? Die is my personal board game expert, by the way, guys. Bullshit, I tell you. Send you a photo? I will. The walls are red just to highlight that they're there. They're still there in this picture, but they're just not highlighted. Right. Just grabbing the pieces for Ocelot. See you later, Ben. Sorry, mate, I missed that. You WhatsApped your theory? Cheers, Di. Okay, Di's saying you can compare the first 3 images and compare the second. The ones I pointed out are the same scene. First one is ticked because it's facing the right way. Second one is crossed because it has obstacles. Yeah, but that still doesn't change the fact that it's ticked in the first example and crossed in the second, even though they're exactly the same. Okay, sorry guys, nearly ready to go. I think we've got everything we need here. Let's take a quick look. Let's make sure we're doing everything right. So, boss stages are different from sneaking stages. In a boss stage, players engage in boss in combat. As boss stages usually have no guards. Do not use the guard deck, yep. Instead use the specified boss dashboard, yep. Boss decks and boss figures, yep. Boss reference card. Each boss has their own deck. Each round, all players still have their turns first, then the boss will take their turn by revealing and resolving the top card of their deck, then return it to the bottom deck. Each boss has their own stats, that's fine, such as their defense and health, okay. For instance, when dealing damage to Ocelot with a ranged weapon, works the same as dealing damage to a guard, right? As long as the Ocelot's in the line of sight. Yep, okay. Special rules, tripwires. Players cannot move through the yellow dashed lines. These lines do not block line of sight, and the players may shoot through them. Shooting through the tripwires area. Each time a player shoots through the tripwire, any exclamation mark rolled deals 1 damage to Kenny B. Place 1 damage in the corner of the map to represent the damage dealt. If Kenny B takes 3 or more damage, the mission fails. Let's take a quick look at Ocelot's dashboard. Ocelot only travels between these arrows, sort of diagonally and stuff. When Ocelot is dealt damage on the player's turn, reveal the top card of the boss deck and resolve the reaction. Then return to the card to the bottom of the deck unless instructed otherwise. So Ocelot uses 1 black dice for his attack. He's a defense of 4. And when there's 2 players, which there is, we need to deal 20 damage to him in order to win. Okay. I think we're ready to go. Quickly have a look, see what Die's saying. I'm gonna have to study what you're saying there, Die. Try and get it around my head. AJ, thank you for hanging out, dude. What the fuck is Burger King breakfast? I don't know, Die. I don't know, mate. Try it out, let me know how it is. Alright, let me just refill my vape. Okay, and the players go first. So Ocelot's not in line of sight there, so how are we going to do this? Sprint for 1, sprint for 2, sprint for 3. And we're going to have Snake stay where he is. We're going to have Meryl sprint 1, 2, 3. She's going to move for 4. So she's facing Ocelot. And she's going to use her extra move ability to go again to do some damage. So she's going to use 1 burst from her FAMAS. Which allows her to use 2 dice for the attack. Ocelot has a defense of 4. So far we're only doing 1 damage to him. Unless we use this +2 as well. Fuck it, we will. Turn this +2 into a 4. Meaning that we do 2 damage to Ocelot. He reacts to that because of his ability that hurt. So we need to resolve what he's going to do in his reaction. So he's going to retreat. He's going to move 4 spaces away from the active player. And then he's going to counterattack. If he was dealt 2+ damage, attack all players. Sorry, hang on. Let me get this to focus. Attack all players in the marked red spaces. Currently, neither Snake or Meryl are in the marked area. So he's just going to move 4 away, and he's going to do no damage. It is now over to Ocelot again. His action is going to be attack all players 4+ spaces away, then move 2 away from the nearest player. 1, 2, 4. Both characters are more than 4 spaces away from him. So we need to roll twice. That does 1 damage to Meryl. That does no damage to Snake. Okay, we're back over to the guys. Meryl is going to Rain for 1, 2, round the corner for 3, and she's going to give off another burst with her FAMAS. Which does 2 damage. Bear with me, just grabbing a bunch of damage icons. Ocelot has 4 damage total. He reacts though. He retreats 5 away from the active player. And his counterattack is if he was dealt 2+ damage, all players who do not share a row, he attacks all players who do not share a row or column with him. He moves 5. Both characters don't share a column or row with him, so he attacks them both. This is for Meryl. Doesn't do damage. This is for Snake. He does 1 damage to Snake unless... Nope, we'll just take the 1 damage. So that was Meryl's last go. Next up is Snake. Snake's gonna go 1. Sprint for 2. He's now in line of sight of Ocelot. Snake is going to fire his soak on, and I'm going to use Snake's... No. Snake's going to use Meryl's ability, I Can Still Help, to allow Snake to use one of her tokens. So we're going to use Meryl's additional dice token. So Snake can use 2. Now I'm shooting through the yellow dashed line, which means if I roll an exclamation mark, Baker takes 1 damage. Baker takes 1 damage. But Ocelot also takes 1 damage. Baker has 3 HP, and every time Ocelot reloads, which is coming up soon, Baker takes 1 damage. That has just drastically reduced the amount of time I have to beat Ocelot. Okay. Ocelot reacts, taking damage. He retreats 4 away from the active player. Now this is something I'm unsure of. I'm not sure what the rule is here because he can go here. Oh, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm not sure what constitutes moving away from Snake, because if he starts moving in either direction along his dashed line, he starts moving towards Snake. So, does he just stay where he is? I'm not sure. I'm going to say he stays where he is. I think he's as far from Snake as he can be. So, I'm going to say he doesn't move. Because he can't move away from Snake. And if Ocelot was dealt more than 2 plus damage, he attacks all players within 5 spaces. Neither Snake or Meryl are within 5 spaces. Neither Snake or Meryl are within 5 spaces, and he didn't receive more than 2 damage anyway, so that's that. That's Ocelot. Done. That's Snake and Meryl's go done, I believe. So now Ocelot is going to reload. Hang on. We resolve both of these? I'm not sure. So he takes his action, which is to remove a certain number of spaces away from the nearest player. Well, as we found out last time, he's as far from... I suppose Meryl's the nearest player? So let's roll for this. 6. He can move up to 6 spaces away from Meryl. I'm going to say he moves here, because that's as far from Meryl as he can be. If he starts... I suppose he could go there. If he starts moving any further in that direction, he starts moving closer, not away from Meryl. So, okay. We place 1 damage on Kenneth Baker. I'm a little confused here. We got 2 options for this. Guess this is an action, not a reload. Then I don't know what triggers a reload. I'm confused. I can't remember what I did last time. Did we just do both? Move 1 away from the active player and return this card to the top of the deck. I think we resolve both. No, this is a reload. What is it? It's an action. Because it's Ocelot's go, so it's his action. Right, okay, I understand it. So this was the position we were in. I had played all available cards for Ocelot. So it's now his go. So what we're doing here is this is his action. We're treating this as an action card, not a reload card for now. So what he's going to do is do the thing where he moves away from the player. Oh, I'm so confused. Oh, I don't remember what I did last time. Let me check the rules. Okay. I think what's going to happen is Ocelot's going to reload. He has no more of these cards left down here. So what he's going to do is move one away from the active player and return this card to the top of the deck. So he gets all of these cards back because he's done a reload action. This then goes back on top. And as we established before, he can't move one away from Snake. Because that moves him closer to Snake. So we're going to leave him where he is. I'm not sure if that's correct, but that's what we're going with. Okay, so we're back over to Snake and Meryl. Maybe this actually puts him further away from Snake. Fuck, I don't even know. I'm gonna move him there. Oh, I'm so confused. I'm just gonna leave him where he was. We'll figure out the movement after this next turn. For now, that's just where he lives. Okay, we're back over to Meryl. Meryl is going to sprint. There. She's going to use her final move. To recover a +2 ability. That's the end of Meryl's go. Got to try and do some damage to him. So I'm going to shoot through the tripwires at Ocelot. Which does 1 damage to him. But he's supposed to react. Which means we redraw this card. And there's no reaction on this card. It's just an action. Does that mean he doesn't react? He's already reloaded. Put this back on the top of the deck. This is the next card in line. I've attacked him. Usually when that happens, you draw a card that has a reaction on it that tells you what Ocelot's going to do when he reacts. So, to me, there is no reaction for him to make. So this just goes to the bottom of the pile? I don't know. Do you know what? I've made such a mess of this Ocelot fight, I think I'm going to leave it there. I think the next time I play this, I will start on this and try and figure out what the rules actually are. It's a little confusing. I might even consult with Dai, my my board game expert. So I'm going to use the footage for the first few missions here to upload to YouTube. But instead of... I've made a mess of this already and it's a confusion. Like, the whole point of me playing through this today was so that I could upload it and people could follow along and learn the rules. This Ocelot fight is an absolute mess. No one's learning anything from this. So I'm going to need to have a think about it off stream. And the next time we come back, I will restart this fight and see what happens. We'll go from there. So thank you very much for tuning in today, guys. That's going to conclude the stream for today. I'll be back with more of this either tomorrow or through next week. And keep your eyes on the YouTube if you want to check out the properly edited footage from this session. And next time we will restart from checkpoint, yeah. That's going to be the plan. But yeah, have a fantastic rest of your day, guys. And until next time. Oh, Vague streaming? Okay, we shall go and raid Vague. Bear with me a moment. Okay, go say hey to Vague, guys. Thank you very much for hanging out today. It's been a pleasure. Till next time, take care of yourselves. Have a good one. And I'll see you soon. Peace.